drop the questions if you got them. We'll try to get to them. But nah, man. What's your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man. I told you, dog. I told you. I think we had a little bet on who would have the best performance.
Yeah.
You initially went with Chase, right?
Yep.
I went with Cup.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have the most yardage, but his presence,
Yep.
his skill, like
Yeah.
it's unmatched. Like I told you, like these last 2 seasons, he's just been doing stuff really unorthodox. Like I said, he's in rhythm. Big salute to him.
Yeah. MVP.
As a wide receiver too, that's
It's
hard.
tough. Yeah, it's tough.
But I'm glad LA,
Yeah.
LA pulled it off. I was for the Bengals, but
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah, for sure. I mean, and my thing too, even with I said Chase is going to be the most impactful. I still think he had a pretty big impact on the game. Just drawing so much attention to himself with the one-on-one matchups with Ramsey. I mean, they kind of went at it. He had some good plays there. The last play too. I don't know if you saw that. Like, if Burrow would have had another second or two,
man, it's over with.
He had him. So it's crazy how it could have went either way on that. But I think my guy in here, Collier, said is OBJ gonna be able to recover from a second ACL injury?
That's a great question. What's your? I got some input on that. What's your?
Yeah, I mean, he's done it before. I mean, he came back from ACL. He had didn't he have something else too? Achilles, no, not Achilles, but he had another knee injury.
Yeah.
Before. So I mean, I think it's the same leg too. So it could be tough, but these are world class athletes. Like they invest so much into their bodies and got the best, surgeons, dietitians, and all that type of stuff, rehab people. So I'm sure he'll be fine. And he'll be back. I mean, he had a phenomenal last half of the season with the Rams. Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, I would say, one thing that always works. He's a workaholic. He's got so much stuff set up at his house. Man, stuff we ain't even heard of. He's got it all. I think he'll bounce back,
Yeah.
pretty well. He
Yeah.
was on fire for a little bit. I hate to see that for him, Hopefully, he can stay with the Rams as well, too.
Yeah. And then I was going to say, too, another thing. Well, I'll let you go ahead on that if you had anything else on that situation.
Nah, man. I mean, it's just like now, with technology, people can recover a little bit faster. As long as you stay with it, on your recovery, you fine from that,
Yeah. No, what I was going to say, I mean, the Cup kind of, Super Bowl MVP, Triple Crown. He led in receptions, led in yards, led in TDs.
Yeah.
With that performance and just his full season, my question is, who do you think is the best wideout in the NFL today?
Talent-wise, Devontae. Performance-wise, Cup. I think that's understood.
Give me the number one, just straight up number one, no categories.
Adams, you got to go with Green. You got to go with him. If I'm going with a wide receiver, it's got to be him. I think he models what you want from a number one wide receiver in the league.
So for you, just in that, what? And I'm just curious to see how your brain works, your thought process. So, if you're a GM, you're a coach, and it's like I gotta pick Devontae or Cooper Kupp. Why do you pick Adams in that position over Kupp?
The matchup differences. Like, yeah, Cooper Kupp is good. He's gonna get in those little spaces, but then again, somebody really put their hands on him and stuff like that. His percentages of making a play it slims down a little bit, but he does a great job not letting people, force him weaknesses. I don't know how he done master that, or that's why he's the number one yards, this guy, performance guy in the NFL. But if I'm gonna bet my money on anybody, I'm gonna go Adam because just like he's a second QB on the field, very sure-handed, great route runner, great off the release off the ball.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm going to pick him, Cooper Cup. Like I said, the size advantages. Just, I think for me,
Yeah.
that's a match than Cup. Obviously, his system plays him great, but like, let's say if we pick Cup to New England, right, or bring him to the Titans, he's not going for. I can do that with the state. I'm gonna get a better. That's
Yeah.
that's why I would
Yeah.
do.
That's the thing too, man. I mean, the wideout position is so variable on a lot of other things when it comes to O-line, getting protection, quarterback, putting in the right spot. I mean, you've seen that with OBJ and Baker Mayfield, and then now he's with Stafford, and it's completely different.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think there's a little bit of that as far as it depends on where you are, what system you're in, who's throwing you the ball, what the O-line looks like,
Yeah.
system even. But, I mean, Cup's been doing this for the past couple of years and he was doing it with golf too. So it's like, I think a mark of a good wideout is you make the people around you look good, whether you got, a mid-level quarterback, not a so good quarterback, or even a great quarterback. O-line really can't even think about that. I mean, if he ain't got time, he ain't got time. But just as far as, the person throwing you the rock, like, I feel like that's an opportunity to make, like how Brady made no-name receivers look like all world. I think it can work the other way, just in creating separation, catching bad balls, catching great balls, and just making your quarterback look good. So I would have to agree with you, but it's tough though, because just because, I mean, dude had probably arguably the best full season a wideout could possibly ever have. Like,
Yeah.
number one, you lead the league in all the categories: receptions, yards, TDs. 2, win the Super Bowl. 3, you the Super Bowl MVP. So it's like, that's tough. Adams hasn't done that, But at the same time, skill set, like you said, matchups, and you putting him in any system, I think he's that guy that makes any quarterback look good. Cup, maybe not, but these are, like I said, these are the best of the best too. So,
And we have a possibility to see this soon. They might not want to invest in all their money in him, do all that money into him.
yeah.
But so we'll definitely get our answer here soon. Not only that, some examples that come to my mind are Larry Gerald.
Yeah.
With the Cardinals. That's why I got him top 10, top 5 for all time. That's a fact. So it's just like, I don't know. I kind of further my point like on that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah, so we'll keep it pushing to the next topic. So, just your kind of opinions on, all right, what's the most important or more important statistic between yards after catch, YAC, or yards per catch, YPC?
Okay, so let's break it down. YAC, yards after catch. That's what that means. And then what was the other one you said?
Yards per catch.
Yards per catch. So pretty much yards per catch means like when the player loses or gains average when running with the ball, right?
No, so yard per catch is like, I run a 10-yard curl, a post. Say I made a 40-yard reception and 20-yard reception. Like, my average yard per catch is what, half of that, 60 yards by 230. So it's like your average yards per reception.
Yeah, like let's say for the career you had 20 catches, and those 20 catches your average were 8 yards.
Yeah.
Per se, yes. Just try to break it down to the why that's so
yeah.
YAC, YAC.
Yeah.
It just shows me a lot. So YAC, yards after catch. So when you catch, how much yards can you obtain after that catch? I mean, I think that's more important for me because it just shows me how explosive you are, how elusive you are, how to make something out of nothing. Like I keep saying, are you going to be like what we kind of saying, a Cooper Cup that, dang, you catch the ball, he can't run somebody over or something. He just don't have that physical presence. But Devontae, he might can stiff arm, get you a little bit more 5 or 10.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with yards after catch, man. What you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and shout out to my guy Aaron Hines, Premier Performance. He just hopped on. But I mean, kind of going along with what he does with strength building and kind of getting guys explosive. Like I'm gonna have to go with Yak as well. I mean, like you said, it just shows the guys that can go long with a 5-yard hitch or a 3-yard slant, take a screen 80 yards. It just shows your ability to kind of make that first man miss and kind of make something happen. But at the same time too, I feel like we got to remember, the yard per catch is going to take that average into consideration. So like, let's say, you catch screens or a lot of slants, but you take them 20, 30, 40 yards like that's going to go into your average for yards per catch. So
Absolutely.
it's one of those things too, where it's like, you got to be able to understand, like they kind of do play on similar numbers. But if I'm a recruiter, if I'm a coach, if I'm just trying to look at my impact on the game, like I'm looking at my yak over my yards per catch, because that's telling me like what I'm doing with the rock after I make the catch, after I make the grab, and kind of what my skill set is there. So I have to agree with you for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's hard. Like when you're in a game, oh, I gotta make this play. I just say like, if you're a young wide, be more mindful of that. Just like if you get 3 yards instead of just run out of bounds or going down, go get there. Go help yourself out a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a skill set that you can actually work and practice just with habits. A lot of guys in practice, they run the routes, catching post digs or whatever, taking 2 steps after the catch, and then in the game you catch the ball and you like, oh snap, I got it. What do I do with it? But it's like if you prepare yourself, as you practice more than you play. So it's like if you in practice you're taking 10-yard bursts after the catch, or you're taking 20-yard bursts after the catch, making a move on a guy and not letting him just wrap you up or just catching it and tossing the ball back to whoever. Start practicing those habits, because then in the game you catch the ball, it's like it's a quicker reaction. It's not a, oh snap, I got the ball, like I'm trying to go score now.
Yes, man.
So that's stuff that you can work. Stuff that we'll be working a lot of this summer too. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so kind of pushing it forward too even further. Something I kind of wanted to hit on just as far as just general philosophy and just standard for wideouts when it comes to quick game passing concepts. So for those of y'all that aren't familiar with what quick game is, this is a lot of rhythm, timing, pass concepts. So run a lot of hitches, slants, short to intermediate routes that got to be in the right spot at the right time. Quarterback's taking a 3-step drop at max. If he's in the gun, it's usually catch and throw. So just kind of your takes and I guess advice for wideouts when it comes to quick game.
Yeah, man. As you get older, as you get more advanced, wideout, you will understand that timing is everything. You early in your route, in your open, it can cause you not to get the ball if you don't get your head around you run a slow route, or all those little things. Huge. You get what I'm saying? Especially to be able to allow you to get the ball. So yeah, man, timing is really big, and that's why practicing with your quarterback. And not only that, just like I'll always keep, just mastering your craft, running routes. Try to figure out how to run routes 3 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help you out. So timing, understand and learn what timing is. Give it your quarterback, whoever you throw them with, understand their timing. And think about timing, like Tom Brady, timing good at the Patriot system of timing. I expect you to be at this spot this time so you can get the ball. We can move the ball. So that's what I think about timing is like that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'd say too, like I had somebody ask me about this too. I think it was at 7-on-7 last week.
Yeah.
I think it was Griff. He asked me, like when telling me run a 4-step speed out, but I'm thinking, is it 6 yards? Is it 5 yards? Like what do you like? What's what's the route? You know, he was trying to figure it out because he had never been taught that way. But when it comes to quick game, I mean, a lot of the times if you work it with steps, like the time, like you said, the timing, you hear at this spot at this time, not so much the yard. The yard's kind of, you know, if you kind of know
Yeah.
your steps and your feet, like the yard's gonna be there. You're gonna be in the right spot at the right time. So just kind of understanding how to run routes based off of your steps more so than a yard marker or a specific spot. That helped me a lot. We ran a lot of quick game when I was in high school and college. And a lot of the routes was based off steps. So if I tell you to run a 4-step speed out, taking a full 4 steps, full stride, on that 4th step, you break it on the out, ball is there. You know, it's just a timing thing. And everyone's selling vertical, but we're making our breaks and our cuts and snap downs at a precise moment in time. Quarterbacks catch, boom, boom, balls out, and we off to the races. So that'd be my thing to you guys is to understand, you know, how your body works, and then just understanding, you know, your steps, how far you get with 3 steps, how far you get with 5 steps, and then you don't really have to worry about yards. You can kind of base your route tree off of, all right, I know it takes me 5 steps to get to 10 yards. So if I need to run a 10-yard post, I can stay in stride, stay in rhythm, not give away my break point, and sell vertical. And then my break point hits, I'm at the right spot. Boom, I'm out. Ball's out. We can get that we talked about, and kind of catch footballs in stride. I see a lot of guys. It's like, man, if you just had cleaner, crisper routes, you understood your feet, you understood your stride length, like half of these balls you would catch with at least 80-90% speed instead of having to slow down or reach backwards or whatever because timing's off. So when it comes to quick game, it's like, how can you be efficient in keeping my stride on point and catching the ball while still running full speed if I'm not running like a hitch or something where I'm stopping like that. But yeah, that would be my one little tidbit.
Absolutely, especially if you're a younger guy. Let's that thinking instead of, oh, I got 10 yards, 15 yards. Nah, I got 4 or 5. I'm on my break. Let's go get it.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I like steps. It minimize confusion. You know exactly what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, with the quick game, it's like it's quick game. Like you want to be able to get the ball out quick,
Yeah.
and kind of keep things going and get in rhythm, and be able to butter up that defense, get them like, all right, like we got to play a little tight, play a little tighter, and then there here comes the deep shots and the big plays that we like to make. So,
Yeah.
I think mastering the short to intermediate routes is what's going to separate a wideout. Like if you can run them short to intermediate routes, like crisp, efficient, those possession routes, what they call it, like that's really going kind of change your layout, change your game. I mean, almost everybody can run a goal post corner. The deep ball stuff, like that's relatively easy. I won't call it easy, but it's relatively easy. But if you can run those, quick in and out breaks, and be smooth and efficient, like that's gonna help. Got a question here.
Yeah.
My guy Collier, what's he asking? Let's see.
On the speed out, like y'all were talking about the 4 steps out, is that a 1-step break? Ooh, good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. So you want to take it or you want to take it?
Man, so when I think about the speed out, my first thing is, okay, what difference is it in? On that speed out, when I initially get off the line, is it man or is it zone? Because if it's zone, I'm hitting that 1-step and I'm right there. If it's man, I'm just gonna hit that 1 step and get out. But regardless, I still got to get out my cut as well too. So if it's zone, I'm gonna try to hook up if that's what my system allows me to do. But if my system doesn't allow that, and you just asking this question straight up, I would probably nine times out of 10 just hit the 1 step, drop my hips, 1 step, my hips and run.
Yep. And that's, yeah, I was gonna say too, that's where your knowledge and IQ of just the game and past concepts comes into play. So if a coach tells you, hey, like we run a 4-step speed out, like it probably is quick game. Like I don't think there'd be a lot of systems where a quarterback's taking a 5-step drop or going through 3 progressions and throwing a 4-step speed out. It's going to be too late,
Hey,
and that's getting picked off to the house. So definitely with like speed outs, even digs, or even deeper outs. I mean, those can be 1-step breaks. There's a time and place for breaking it down and 3-stepping it or even 2-stepping it. I like to call it a punch step. But yeah, to answer this question, yeah, like a
who
4-step. That's Collier.
Oh, so
Yeah, yeah.
what,
So we were working him for a while. He's transitioning from playing tackle to tight end H back.
oh,
So he
so put on your story tomorrow, Rubyn, how to run what he said.
how
I'll
to,
put it well too. Yeah,
you said how to run
a
speed
speed
out.
up.
How to
Yeah,
run speed out. Okay. Yep.
yeah. We'll put it on our stories tomorrow.
Yep. No, for sure. Definitely got you. But yeah,
Take,
I mean, I get what'd you say?
you want to take another question?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll open it up, man. If y'all got questions, that was the last, like, kind of the last topic that we had. So definitely, if y'all got any more questions, drop them in. We'll give y'all a second if y'all got them.
That's you, Rubyn.
All right, we got G. What's up, man? He said, "What's more important for a receiver, speed or strength?"
Mm.
Hmm. Both important. If I had to say what's more important, I'd probably say speed,
Yeah,
and simply because, I mean, if you got speed, you can get away not being the strongest guy. I mean, we've seen it. Sean Jackson's and Devontae Smith's. They're strong guys, but not the strongest. But the speed separates them where it's like they can get away with not having the best strength because they can get away from guys and avoid contact, avoid big hits, things of that nature. But it's like if you don't got speed at the wideout position, you really got to be crisp in your route running. You really got to be crisp in your breaks. But if you got that speed, it's a little bit easier to not be as efficient. Of course, we're all striving to be efficient, but you can get away with not being the smoothest route runner. And then creating separation is a lot easier, especially when you get to high level. That really comes into play. But not to say strength isn't important, but at the wideout position, I have to go speed.
I gotta agree with you. I can vouch. I'll give you an example. We all know watching Tyreek Hill on the field is crazy. No, nobody can catch him. But the little man is actually strong. So when you think wide receiver position, strength is like it just enhances you. So you don't get kind of bullied on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Yeah,
at a wide receiver position, it's just like that's an enhancement. You're not getting bullied around on the field. Myself, I was always stronger wide out, so I had to work on all the skills later on because I relied on that. I knew this corner was strong for me, so I didn't have to be as polished. I can vouch for that. That was me early on because I knew whoever not stronger than me, so I can just kind of get by. But later on, I had to really polish up my skills because of it. So your point on that, Rubyn.
no, for sure. Got another question. I'll just take this next question.
It says as a guy who's a little undersized, there anything to work on drill wise as far as increasing catch radius, like how far you can catch outside like
Yeah, so that's like how far you can expand your kind of catch radius and catch zone. Um,
I say a few things. Obviously, if you work with us, we're gonna start off with tennis balls in our sessions. Work those drills. If you don't know it, contact us. We'll put more videos on that. Two, the one that got me to catch really good, and I always go back to, is literally laying down on my floor, having a football in one of my hands, and just throwing it up and looking at the tip of the football, looking at it and catching it one hand, hands all over. I used to do that all freaking every day. That helped me a lot too. Just got my hands more comfortable. and tennis balls. That would be my two advice for what you
Yeah.
got.
No, I would definitely say, like you said, get on that floor, and doing stuff like that, like throwing the ball up, reaching for it, and even like when we're in sessions and doing stuff, um, catching the ball from a ground standpoint where you don't have your legs underneath you and you got to reach for it. And a lot of guys, it's actually happened last week with Lil Levi. He's in 8th grade, but man, like he's gonna be something special. But it was a point in the session, he's running across the field, throw the ball at him, and he reached with one hand, and it actually like shorts your. It's funny how it works, but it shortens your radius to get certain balls because you can't reach as far with one hand. People think you can, but really it's like if you can kind of connect your wrists together and shoot your wrists together and hands together towards the football, like you can reach a lot farther. And it opens up that like side abdomen area of your body to kind of stretch and get to footballs. And like maybe the next time I threw him a ball out in front, he reached for two, plucked it out there. It's like it's all it takes. So definitely just working on like, and we did that last summer I think, where we had the resistance bands on both wrists, and it makes you like shoot both hands at the ball. You can't leave one out the other, and that can kind of increase your zone because you're used to shooting both hands and reaching with both hands at the same time. So that would definitely be one too.
Yeah, that resistance is beautiful. Hope we answer your question, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to drop another question? Wide receiver related?
Yep.
What we got, chat? If you're in the chat right now, drop a comment real quick.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Doc? What's up, Turn Time?
Nihal on here, Mar.
What's up, Neha?
Yeah, for sure, Collier. Definitely got you, bro.
Salute. Yeah. If you in the this live right now, drop a quick comment real quick before we slide out.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, before another question comes in, if one comes in, definitely stay tuned for the summer program that we running back year 2. It's gonna be big, and we gonna put that out early this year. So if you miss out, man, it's on you. So it's gonna be limited spots, limited availability. So
hey, man.
as soon as it goes live, make sure you tap in. I think we're gonna do 2 groups, a league group and then a development group, 12 apiece. So 24 guys total. So make sure y'all definitely stay tapped in on that, and stay tuned for that drop. So was it end of May through July. So we'll be tapped in all summer. Year 1, if you want to elaborate on that, definitely let them know how that went last summer.
Oh man, it was a great experience. Like we got more to come. So just a little bit what we'll be doing. Like we're going to be analyzing you guys getting in and out of breaks. This time will be even more smooth transition with that. And then like just seeing how guys were able to transition and see their hard work pay off to end season results. That's what's it about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like this is not like anything other that's going on,
Yeah.
out there right now. We're teaching you in real time, real skills, how to become a better wide receiver. So it's just like if you're serious and you're in the area, you've been looking for somebody. Like the proof is in the pudding. Go on a WideOut crew, go look down on some of my videos. Like what you see is what you get. This is so flukish stuff. Like as you see right now on this live, the straight education. So just imagine we'll get from seeing this live to in person. Being with some highly rated training. So
Nah, for sure. Nah, yeah. Hey, nail on the head there, bro. Some questions pop in. G said Cooper Cup or D Hop.
Oh, that's a good one. I want to hear you on this one. Go ahead. I want to hear you on this one.
All right.
I'm skeptical.
I mean, if we talking just straight up, like best wide overall. I mean, obviously we both said Devontae over Cooper Cup. So just thinking about that answer, I mean, Right now, I mean, I probably would have to go with Cooper Cup. Not to say that D Hop ain't about it, but I have to go with Cooper Cup simply because production, and then I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's a little bit of me that thinks his skill set is a little more polished and a little more um, efficient, in my opinion, than D Hop's. Like I said, either high level dudes. I mean, all of them are crisp, but Cooper Cup just got that little extra like efficiency, production to go along with it, consistency as well. That I just like a little bit better than D Hop. I think D Hop brings you that vertical presence, reliability hands wise, great routes. But I think Cooper Cup got him beat just a little bit. I think he brings a little bit more to the table, I guess is what I'm saying. It's as far as he can run the deep routes, he can run the short route, immediate route. He's reliable with his hands. I think he's probably a tad bit better route runner in my opinion. So I have to go Cooper Cup.
Who is? That
Cooper
was
Cup.
I had two questions for you, and I was going to ask.
Yeah.
One was running, and one was what was the other one? It was route running, and so you think Cooper Cup runs better routes? D-Hop?
By a little bit, not by a lot. It's not like it's a drastic measuring from Cooper Cup to D Hop, in my opinion.
So my next question is: before the season started, everybody, and I must just assume you as well, everybody had D Hop either 1 or 2, and Coop like 3 or 4. So
I didn't. I had Devontae number 1.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking across before the season started. APA.
Yeah, before the season started, I can tell you I had Devontae number 1, and I can't remember who my number 2 was, but it wasn't D Hop or Cooper Cup though. I think I had D Hop like number 3.
Yeah. So everybody had over Cooper Cup. So how do you go from that to the end of the season saying, "Oh no, Cup"? I don't know. Because if we're talking about pure talent, I'm just going off of this is what everybody had. Not only that, he got hurt. I'm not a true believer in his quarterback as well, too. They do determine you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
A system can determine you. But like if I take D-Hop, another system, Cooper Cup to another system, who's going to prevail?
It's tough to say. It's all speculation. I mean, like I said, we seen it with OBJ. I mean, they were saying he was washed in Cleveland, and then you go to Rams and back at it. So it's tough to say. So, but I'm just simply off of
your opinion.
Simply off just of what I've seen over the past couple of years, and that's the thing I like to put in search too, is like how durable are you? Like if you getting hurt, like same thing like with Julio. Like if Julio wasn't hurt all the time, like he might be up there in the top 3 right now, but you hurt, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I got to hold that against you a little bit, but.
Facts. So G, I'm going to answer your question as well, too. I'm going to go with Rubyn only because of when D-Hop, I didn't like how D-Hop and the Jalen Rams matchup. D-Hop ain't not like that against Jalen, and that had me kind of, are you taking a step behind or just a bad game? Anytime when them two match up, it's lights on, and we didn't get that this year from them too. So that kind of worried from D-Hop. So I'm gonna go.
Another question, Young Key 24 said y'all work with DBs. So I actually have worked with a few DBs simply because I mean, think about it. I mean, you're mirroring the routes that we run. So if you know how to get in and out of breaks the same way, it's more game for you, and at the same time you learn and understand the routes that we're running. They can kind of, from a IQ standpoint, like you can tell when guys are running certain routes just based on, all right, he got the 10 yards, he got the 15. All right, it's only about 3 options he running here: post, go, corner, come back, curl. Like that's it. So it's like you start picking up on, route tree, and then just even that, just how to drop my hips, how to get out of breaks. It's the same movements, but now you're backpedaling. Once you get in phase, now it's the same thing. So to answer your question, yes, but definitely reach out to our guy Kill. Man, one of the best DB trainers that I done seen and been around. Um, he'll definitely get you right too. So
No, absolutely. Pretty much what Rubyn saying is, our position is universal to being a DB. Y'all just doing backpedal. So obviously, work with numerous, uh, both-sided athletes. Wide out. He's just two come to mind, and two that really finna prosper this next level. KJ out of Smyrna, Dyson, who just transferred to Riverdale. Definitely, just teaching them the fundamentals, the universal. So once you know those three breaking points, it helps you better in your game. You know the angles of which way you need to break. So it's all the same, just backpedaling, but
yeah,
just get with the right guys. So just like how we just had a kill, he can give you even more in depth. He played the position, he played high level, so he knows the coverages behind it. So
yeah,
he'll give you good game.
yeah. Last question we gonna answer from Nate, and I'll let you answer this one, Steve. He said, "How often should receivers do strength training and field work?"
Man, that's a good question. So right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just vent a little bit. Sports performance industry is getting real tricky. So much information out here, and there's so many people that's really kind of like trying to dabble into it. Even last year had issues with guys just overtraining. Um, as we talked on our last live, it's like analyze yourself at a realistic, view. Dang, what am I? Okay, so on a scale, strength is a little bit higher than more of your position. Let's add, a little bit more weight room and still work on your skill, and then don't forget the recovery. So it's just like as you get older, you learn how to become a professional. You get what I'm saying? Like once you get to college, it's all on you, all on you. So it's just like know your body, and then I'll get with somebody that can hold you accountable, that knows how to push you correctly the right way, doing it in a way that's hinder you. So that would be like kind of my advice for that. So
Yeah,
a rule
uh,
of three, two, 3 days weight room, 2 days speed, and just kind of
yeah,
go off of that.
yeah. I agree with you right on that too, man. Like, got to know yourself, know kind of where you are, what you need. I mean, one person might need to be on the field 5, 6 days a week. One person might need to be on the field 3, 4 times. Need to be in the weight room,
Yeah.
majority of the week. So it depends. And like you said, overtraining and things of that nature kind of comes into play. So it's understanding your body, where you are, and kind of what you need. But nah, man, I appreciate the questions. Definitely get at us if you got more questions. Definitely, especially with the summer kind of coming up. Stay tuned. Definitely start dropping some more education and free game on the page and through these as well. So if you don't know the previous episodes, we put them up on YouTube. So definitely go check those out. And we'll keep it rolling. So if you ain't got nothing else, bro, sign off of here and get on to the next one next week. So
Sir, so we'll continue to stay consistent with this. So typically Tuesdays, right? Tuesdays, you can find us that 8 p.m. time frame. If not, we'll get the demo out. So appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
nah, for sure. If I say, let's say my guy Isaac, he said, who's the best crew you had? Man, y'all saw what I posted on the story earlier today. The throwback to the first WideOut crew. Man, them boys was legit. So if you don't know by now who the best crew was, man, definitely go tap that video. If a lot of y'all don't know, I mean, the WideOut crew it actually started when I was in college. We kind of called out that was our kind of our group. Like we called ourselves the WideOut crew. And then got out of college, started coaching, and I kind of brought that to where I was coaching at with those guys over at Ravenwood. And I think it was at the time that first group was Isaac, Evan Coleman, Anthony Holmes, Jake Brandstool, Andrew Mason, um,
One lead.
Shane Craig, Trevor Andrews, all those guys. And we just kind of ran with it. And then, boom, the WideOut crew popped up on Instagram and been rolling ever since. So,
Salute.
yep. But All right, bro. I'll let you get to it. We'll sign off of here, but definitely tap in next week, next Tuesday. We'll be back. But holla at y'all.
That's good. Yep. I see you, bro.
All right.
Love.